Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 1 of Monday Night Raw. We're going to kick off first episode with a triple threat women's #1 contenders match for the Women's Universal Championship. 3 of the best women in WWE today, and the first one is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, coming out here first. The rosters have all been split. It has been a hard reset. We're starting the night after WrestleMania. I'll post who's on the Monday Night Raw brand in the description of this video, but basically all the current WWE superstars, including NXT, all the rosters have been reset, all the titles have been vacated, all the current ongoing storylines have been scrapped. We're starting afresh, and we're kicking off with a women's #1 contenders match for the Women's Universal Championship. The titles on Raw are as follows: the Men's Universal title, the Intercontinental Championship, the Raw Tag titles, and the Women's Universal title. We're building up to Backlash. Is out next, following Asuka. It is the leader of Damage Control, Bayley. Now, Damage Control were split up in the draft, with Bayley and Io Sky remaining, well, not remaining, but going to Raw, and then Dakota Kai being drafted to SmackDown. A lot of people thought if anyone was going to go solo, it would be Io, but in the draft, Bayley and Io being drafted to Raw, Dakota going to SmackDown. How the draft worked: there was 15 men drafted on each brand, so 15 men to Raw, 15 to SmackDown, 6 tag teams to each brand, and 10 women to each brand. And we've got 4 Raws and 4 SmackDowns before we get to our first pay-per-view, which is Backlash, which will feature every single championship, all pay-per-views. That's the goal. Every single pay-per-view will feature a championship match. But as Bayley makes her way to the ring, we're going to find out who's the last competitor in this women's triple threat. As Bayley gets ready, here comes the Queen, Charlotte Flair, the last woman in this match. So we're setting up for a big triple threat here. #1 contenders. We will have the other #1 contenders match on the next week's episode of Raw, which I'll announce the competitors in that after the main event tonight. 3 matches per each show. You've got 3 matches tonight. One #1 contenders match, a big 6-man tag, and 1 match that is part of a tournament to crown the new Universal Champion. That will be your main event, but we'll get to that when we get to that. As first is the women's triple threat #1 contenders match. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, getting ready, making her way to the ring. Should be a good match. 3 of the top women in WWE today. As here we go, we're getting set up. As the bell's gonna ring. Charlotte in her corner, Bayley in her corner, Asuka in hers. Bell rings, here we go. Asuka and Charlotte. Starting off as Asuka, overhead belly to belly on Charlotte Flair. But now Bayley gonna hit a massive suplex on Asuka. Now a chop and another one to Charlotte Flair. Bayley now, bell clap to the head. Bayley no, Charlotte with an elbow. As Asuka now grabs Charlotte Flair and puts her on the ropes. Asuka with a kick, Charlotte with an elbow, but Bayley clothesline Charlotte over the top rope, and now Asuka, bang, kick to the back of Bayley. As now Asuka wrenching at the leg, Charlotte Flair makes her way back into the ring. Charlotte just eyeing up Asuka, waiting for the right time to strike. Charlotte now grabs Asuka from behind and takes her down. And is stomping away. Asuka with a kick to the head though. Bayley, Charlotte fights back. And now Bayley kicks both of them, throws Asuka on the ropes, and now with a big elbow. But Charlotte Flair has Bayley up in a fireman's carry position. What's Charlotte going for? Turns around, backpack stunner. Backpack stunner on Bayley, but there's a spear by Asuka. Now Asuka waiting for Charlotte to get back up. Charlotte with a kick to the gut. Kick to the gut by Asuka. Back and forth. And now Charlotte Flair, a dragon sleeper. Bayley gonna have to come in and break that up, which she does. And now Charlotte drops Bayley in the back of her neck. And now Charlotte, massive forearm, Bayley catches it. Bayley now gonna fight back. I think you could say, oh, nice back elbow. As I was saying, I think you could call Bayley the underdog in this match. She hasn't been on top form recently. And no, there's a nice spin kick by Asuka. And now Asuka takes down Bayley. The hip attack into the cover. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2, kick out by Bayley. Bayley kicks out. Charlotte now kicks Asuka right in the head. And now Charlotte Flair, massive chop. And now Charlotte with the natural selection. Natural selection connects into the cover, but Bayley is there to break it up. Not the smart decision going for a cover there, but you know, adrenaline and nerves getting the better of you, especially being the first match of Universe mode. As now Bayley throws Charlotte off the ropes. Nice back elbow. Kicks her down. And now Asuka, no, Bayley catches her, Bayley to belly. And now Bayley gonna set up Charlotte, gonna try and go for the rose plant, but Charlotte gonna counter. Charlotte Flair now, no. Bayley fights back, and now Bayley has Charlotte. Gonna bring her to the ropes, but Charlotte breaking out of it just in time. Elbows to the gut. Asuka, clothesline in the corner to Bayley, but now Charlotte, massive clothesline. And now Charlotte Flair, oh my god, slams Asuka face first on the mat. And now going to drag Asuka to the centre of the ring. And now Charlotte Flair looks like she's going to set up for the submission manoeuvre. The figure 8 leg lock. Charlotte locks in the figure 8. The figure 8 is locked in, but Bayley breaks up. And now Bayley, kick to the gut of Charlotte. And now, oh my god, just I don't know what to call that submission there. Bulldog choke, I suppose. Nice drop kick to the face of Asuka. Desperation into the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Asuka. As now Bayley going to leave the ring, going to try and grab that kendo stick he's picked up earlier on. They're going to run at Charlotte. Hits her with a kendo. Gets her twice. And now Bayley controlling this match. Asuka getting outside the ring. And now Asuka. Oh, the big kick to the back. But a nice spear by Bayley on Asuka. A spear to the legs. And now Bayley with a kendo stick. Decides against it. Grabs Asuka and just slaps her across the face. And does the same to Charlotte Flair. That is risky by Bayley. Especially being the least favourite in this match. And now Bayley taunting Asuka, taunting back. Bayley now no. Charlotte the kick to the gut. And now Charlotte throws Bayley back in. But Asuka grabs Charlotte and throws her. Asuka gets back into the ring. Bayley trying to leave and get out. Asuka now grabs Charlotte and catches her. The Asuka lock. The Asuka lock is cinched in. Is Asuka going to make Charlotte tap Bayley? No, Bayley breaks it up. And now Bayley, a big kick to the back of the head. Into the cover to steal it. 1, 2. Bayley's done it. Bayley with a big kick to the back of the head. At the very last second, steals the win. And is now #1 contender to the Women's Universal Championship. I don't think anyone would have saw that coming when this match was announced. But Bayley, there you can see that big kick to the back of the head, knocking Asuka out cold. 1, 2, 3. Bayley is now #1 contender to the Women's Universal Championship. She will take on the winner of next week's #1 contenders match at Backlash for the Women's Universal title. But now we're going to get set up for our next match. Here we go, second match of the night. And it's time for a massive 6-man tornado tag team match. Tornado tag because I'm not doing regular tags in this universe mode because they always take far too long. So we've got a 6-man tornado tag. 2 big factions drafted to Monday Night Raw. The first, Finn Balor, Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. The Judgement Day. Now, interesting fact about the Judgement Day and the draft. Rhea Ripley, one of the biggest members of the Judgement Day, was drafted to SmackDown. So Ripley's been split up from the Judgement Day, leaving Balor, Priest and Dominic to have to go it alone. But if they can win this match tonight, that will surely put them on contendership to become tag champions. Maybe Priest and Dominic going after the titles. Balor got a shot at the World Heavyweight title in the tournament that we've got coming up. Balor is in a bracket match for that tournament. Of course, that won't be tonight. However, Balor will eventually have a match. I'll announce who his opponent is at a later date. But the Judgement Day making their way out to the ring as they're taking on a massive threat. And honestly, in a match that I can see the Judgement Day potentially losing if they're not all on the same page. We know the Judgement Day quite frequently have issues among themselves. How are they able to handle this team led by Sheamus. Here come the Brawling Brutes. Sheamus, Butch and Ridge Holland. Massive 6-man tag. This has potentials to be an absolute classic. There's Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior. And here comes the rest of the Brawling Brutes, Ridge Holland and Butch. Was debating on whether to maybe make it Pete Dunne instead of Butch, but we're going to keep it as authentic to real life as possible. And try and keep it as realistic as I can, because that's what I, obviously, old universe, I tried to make it all fantasy drafting and stuff, but we're going to keep this realistic and over time adapt it to a new story. But we're keeping it as close to real life as we possibly can. The Brawling Brutes making the way into the ring. Should be an absolute chaotic match. As here we go, referee rings the bell. Underway. Balor and Sheamus, Ridge and Dominic, Priest and Butch. There's now Damian Priest, massive spin kick on Butch. Balor, double stomp to Sheamus, kicks him down. And the Judgment Day start off strong. But now Sheamus going to look to counter Balor's attempt. And now Sheamus going to go for a powerbomb, but no. Butch striking the head of Damian Priest. It's hard to commentate multi-man matches because there's always so much going on. Balor now striking the back of Sheamus. And you see there, Ridge Holland, Alabama Slam, no Dominic with a nice counter. Cover on Butch, but a kick out at 1. Balor now, maybe going to make a dive. Oh my god! Damian Priest and Balor. A double team dive. Balor with a drop kick from the top rope and Priest with a tope suicida onto Butch. Already this match off to a hot start. Sheamus thrown into the announce table and now thrown off the post. Balor sent to the steel steps. Meanwhile, Dominic and Ridge Holland as Ridge throws Dominic back into the ring. And now Butch. Butch. Oh my god, what a power bomb. And now Dominic caught by the Celtic Warrior. STO. And now Damian Priest getting worked on by Butch and Ridge Holland. Sheamus. Irish curse. Backbreaker. Priest sent into the steps. And now Butch. No, sorry, not Butch. Ridge Holland beating the hell out of Finn Balor. Sheamus throwing Dominic back into the ring. But now he's going to help Butch and take out Damian Priest. Look at Ridge. No, Balor. Elbows to the head. Priest sent back into the ring. Neckbreaker on Sheamus. Ridge Holland sent into the barricade. As now Butch. Snapmare drop kick to the side of the head. And now Balor was maybe going to go for a tornado DDT. But instead Sheamus counters with a back body drop. And now Sheamus maybe going to go for a Falcon Arrow on Finn Balor. Now Damian Priest and Sheamus battling it out. Ridge Holland throws Balor into the barricade. Dominic back into the ring. Sheamus catching the leg of Priest. Dominic leaves the ring. Sheamus now. Oh my god, look at the strength of the Celtic Warrior. Oh my god, no. Priest dropped right on his head. Sheamus couldn't keep him up for long. And a big power slam on Dominic Mysterio by Ridge. Sheamus now. Uppercut onto Damian Priest. Dominic sent into the barricade. Ridge Holland back into the ring. Butch and Balor join him. And now Balor has got a 2-on-1 situation on his hands. Sheamus going after Dominic. Balor's going to go for a move on Butch. But countered Ridge now. Oh my god, Exploder suplex. Into the cover of Finn Balor. Is that enough? 1. That kick out at 1. Damian Priest now gets into the ring. Has Butch. Reckoning. The Reckoning connects. Is that enough? Cover. Ridge Holland there to break up. Meanwhile, you see Sheamus and Dominic in the bottom right corner. Just battling it out. Oh my god. What a move there. And now Balor. Double knee face breaker onto Ridge Holland. And now Butch having to fight this 2-on-1 now. Monkey flip. Balor though takes out the legs. And here we go. Looking to set up for the 1916. This could be it. Sheamus the clothesline on Dominic. 1916. No, Butch countered. And now, after dropping Balor on his face, into the cover by Butch. Overhead belly to belly by Ridge too. Kick out by Balor. And now Sheamus. Another Irish curse. No, Dominic counters now in the ring. Butch. The bitter end on Finn Balor. Into the cover. 1, 2. Dominic breaks it up. And now Ridge Holland and Priest grappling on the outside. Butch X-Plex on Dominic Mysterio. Sheamus now. Balor fighting back. Dominic now. Looks like he's going to suffer. a bitter end. Into the cover, Balor straight breaks it up, massive lariat by Ridge Holland. And now Ridge and Balor locking up, drops the knee on Balor. Damian Priest though, massive kicks onto Butch. And now throws Butch. Oh my god. Ridge Holland now, deadlift, running, power slam on Finn Balor. Damian! Oh my god. Butch moved out the way, tope con hilo, not gone well. And now Butch and the rest of the Brawling Brutes have control of this match. Sheamus now dropping Dominic on the back of his neck. And you see Butch with a triangle there on Damian Priest. Ridge Holland again drops the knee on the face. Balor gonna come in and save Damian. Meanwhile in the ring, Sheamus on the back, STO. Here we go, Northern Grit. Covered by Sheamus. 1, 2, Priest manages to break up at the last second. But now Ridge, oh my god, a Ridgeplex. Meanwhile though, Balor catching him. No, went for the 1916 brogue kick. Brogue kick on Damian Priest. 1, break up by Balor, who fights off Ridge Holland. Is now Ridge. Ridge with Northern Grit on Balor. Have the Brawling Brutes done it? 1, 2, kick out by Balor. Dominic now gets into the ring. Went for maybe another Northern Grit. Sheamus just waiting in the top right corner. Dominic now going after Ridge. All of Judgment Day are in the ring. What is Sheamus doing? Big drop kick to the side of the head of Ridge Holland. Damian Priest now throws Sheamus off the top rope. And now Dominic Mysterio, no. Balor 1916 and Priest with a South of Heaven and a spinebuster by Dominic. Cover on Sheamus. 1, 2, kick out. What a sequence. All three member moves. Dominic! Tope con hilo! Is now Damian Priest. Damian Priest with the Razor's Edge. Into the cover. No. Decides to pick up Ridge Holland. Wants to put the nail on the coffin. Butch suplex on Dominic. And now Priest. South of Heaven. Into the cover, power slam on Balor. 1, 2. Ridge kicks out. Huge kick out for Ridge Holland there. I thought that was for sure the end of the match. Butch now catches Priest and hits the bitter end. Butch rolls him over into the cover. 1, 2. Oh my god, Priest kicked out and now Balor 1916. Dominic kicks down Sheamus. Butch now catches Balor. Finisher fest here. X-Plex by Butch. It's an absolute finisher fest. Priest breaking up the pin. Dominic throws Sheamus into the post, I believe. And now DDT on the foot. Priest now. Priest and Ridge Holland as Priest. Oh my god, a headlock driver. Spiking him head first. That could be it, you know. 1, 2. Oh my god, the Judgment Day have done it. A move we don't see particularly often from Damian Priest. Puts the match away. Headlock driver onto Ridge Holland, and that's enough. Maybe that's Priest's new finisher, who knows. But the match is over. Just like that, the Judgment Day, and I think, safe to say, maybe the Judgment Day have got to be contenders for the tag titles, at least before the Brawling Brutes. A big win for the Judgment Day here, and our second to last match. Is after this, we're going to move on to our first match of the Universal Championship Tournament. And it's coming up next. Our main event. And it's the beginning of the Universal Championship Tournament. Our first match and our first competitor, the Architect, Seth Rollins. Rollins, a former Universal Champion in his own right, looking to win that title once again. It's been brought back. Seth Rollins out here. And this match upcoming is a dream match. Of course, obviously, as of now, unless you've checked the description already, you don't really know the roster. So, go down in that description and check the roster of talent. And who do you think is a dream match for the Architect? Because that is the first match of this bracket. Seth freaking Rollins out here, looking to advance to the semi-finals. It's an 8-man tournament. Just a little small one. We'll do There's one match this week, maybe two, maybe one, maybe two next week, because we need to get these matches done. I'm still determining whether to make the pay-per-view also include the finals, or the semi-finals, but here we go. Enough of that. That's for the future. This is the now. This is him. Carmelo Hayes. Drafted to Monday Night Raw. I believe maybe the 4th draft pick, honestly. I can go fact check that right now because I've got the draft sheet on me. Carmelo Hayes indeed was the 4th overall draft pick for Monday Night Raw. Only falling behind Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. To be only just behind them, it's got to be big. That's a big achievement for Carmelo Hayes, who, as of in real life, has yet to step foot on the main roster. Carmelo Hayes, a lot of faith in this young talent. He could knock off Rollins tonight if Rollins isn't careful. Rollins might underestimate Carmelo Hayes. But Carmelo Hayes looking to get the biggest win of his career by knocking off the former multi-time world champion, Seth Rollins. This is your main event on Monday Night Raw. The first match of the tournament. The referee gonna ring the bell. The match is underway. We start off, chop attempt. Rollins getting out of the way. Straight to the back. Rollins now grabs Melo, but Melo with elbows. Should be a fast-paced, high-action match. Carmelo Hayes straight to the face, and now Melo, oh my god, stun gun. Drops Rollins on the top rope. Melo went for a stomp. Rollins with a sling blade. Already the big moves coming out. Rollins now, big snap suplex on Carmelo Hayes. Rollins trying to stomp him. Melo getting out of the way though. Rollins now with a neck breaker. Seth Rollins now, kick to the back of Carmelo, going to stomp him. Melo fights back, and now Melo, oh my god, a big Uranage. Plants Seth Rollins. And now Carmelo Hayes stomping away on Seth Rollins, and this is what I'm talking about. Rollins underestimating Melo. Melo now with a neck breaker. And just like that, Carmelo Hayes controlling most of this match. Rollins though, gonna fight back, striking Carmelo, kick to the gut. And now Rollins, oh my god, beautiful Falcon Arrow. Now Rollins gonna leave the ring. This is, disqualifications and countouts are on. Rollins went for a step up enziguri. Melo gonna counter Rollins though, a kick to the gut. Melo though, now on the outside, picking up Rollins, powerbomb position. What's Melo doing? No, oh my god! Powerbomb on the LED barricade. Rollins, of course, history of back issues. I think Melo's realised he's gonna take a break on him, because that already could be it, but Rollins is laughing at Carmelo Hayes. Rollins is laughing. Melo says fine, get back in then. Melo now springboard into a cross body. Beautiful by Carmelo Hayes. And now Melo, what's Melo going on for here? Carmelo Hayes, oh my god, the stomp! Rollins finisher, the stomp! Is that it? 1, 2, kick out by Seth Rollins. Rollins kicks out. That was a close call. Melo used Rollins' own finisher against him, and now Rollins grabs Melo, neck breaker. Rollins needs to up his game and stop underestimating Carmelo Hayes, because so far Melo's controlled this match. Small package driver there by Rollins. And now Rollins, standing moonsault. This is the Rollins we know. Now Rollins eyeing up Melo. Is he going to hit him back with one? Here we go. Rollins gets the stomp. And I think that could be it. 1, 2, Melo. Powerful kick out there, showing that it's going to take a lot more than that to put away Carmelo Hayes. Rollins now grabs Melo and a knee to the face, and oh god, I think he might have cut open Melo. Melo might be cut open, but Rollins isn't caring. There's the Revolution knee. And now Rollins going to drag Melo to the centre of the ring. Waiting. Getting the perfect position to put Melo away. Melo had his little resiliency moment, but Rollins now with a second stomp puts Carmelo Hayes away. 1, 2. No! Carmelo Hayes kicked out again. That's unheard of. Carmelo Hayes is now just kicked out of 2 curb stomps. Rollins now, middle rope, blockbuster. I don't know how Carmelo Hayes is still going on in this match, but if he keeps it up, I think Melo might have the match tonight and advance in the tournament. Carmelo Hayes now, eyeing up Rollins. And now Melo lifts Rollins up in the shoulders. Rollins now gonna counter though and drop him. Rollins picks up Carmelo Hayes as quick as he can, grabs him, and a crossface. We don't see Rollins use submissions that often. Maybe trying something new, realising that just finishers and powerful moves isn't going to put Melo away. Carmelo Hayes looking like he's struggling, but doesn't look like he's going to tap. Melo rolls Rollins off. Carmelo kick to the gut, and now Melo lifts up Rollins, but Rollins again counters and drops Melo in the back. Rollins now, Melo's going to roll out. Rollins getting the crowd hyped. What is Rollins going to go for here? Rollins running the ropes. Tope con hilo, no. Melo ducked. Melo ducks the tope con hilo, and now, oh my god, Melo suplex car on the outside. Carmelo Hayes picks up Rollins, throws him back into the ring. But now Melo having second thoughts. Melo shouting, actually, do you know what? Get back. Come fight me out here then. Rollins saying, nah. Throws Melo back into the ring, and that was maybe a mistake by Carmelo Hayes. I think Melo maybe had the match there. Melo, big clothesline, and now going to capitalise. No, Rollins kick to the gut. Rollins enziguri. Now, stomp to the back of Melo, picking him up. Second time we're seeing this now. The Revolution knee. And now Rollins snapping the leg of Carmelo Hayes. And now Rollins going to go to the top rope. What is Rollins thinking here? Seth Rollins with a frog splash. Cover. 1, 2. Melo kicks out. Once again, Carmelo Hayes kicking out. Rollins now. Kick to the gut. Running the ropes. This is it for the third time. Stomp on Carmelo Hayes. Into the cover. 1, 2. Seth Rollins advances in the Universal Championship Tournament. Unreal performance by Carmelo Hayes, but it wasn't enough to put away one of the greatest superstars of all time. One of the greatest of our current generation, and a certified Hall of Famer. But honestly, Melo gave him such a match. Didn't expect Melo to put that much of a fight. I expected maybe more big moves by Melo. But once that, especially after this, not even the first, but especially, not even the second, even after the first stomp was hit, I fully expected a win there. But let's show you the matches we've got for next Raw. Number 1 contenders, Women's Universal title match, Io Sky versus a mystery competitor. In the next round, in the Universal Championship bracket, Sami Zayn goes one-on-one with Judgement Day's Finn Balor. But I'm going to thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for Friday Night SmackDown.